to get showcased.
Hello everybody and welcome to another live edition of the Showcase Pod. I am Don Vega, joined by the boss Chris Blackheart. Brother.
Why did you start it?
What?
Like you did Wednesday night. Let me tell you something, brother.
Well, I was, but then you said it
Let's
before.
start it then. Do you have a picture of Mr. Vega?
You started it before we came on the air, so
Let's start off hot. Let's start off. You saw a friend of yours.
I saw Hogan, yeah.
Now, this is what, the second or third time?
Yeah, about the third time, second one that we take a photo.
Did he remember you? Or?
Yeah, he did. You know, this face
Well,
is
no,
not that forgettable.
No,
you know?
I was get off subject a little bit. I was
Yeah.
telling a story to some of the kids the other day about when you go to TV, WWE, a lot of the camera and TV people remember you because of your big head, which is a positive.
It's not even the big head; it's the facials.
Right, and they know that you deliver.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and that's a positive.
Yeah.
So let's see that picture up there. Let's see that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, that's the shiny bald head. I mean, he's like, "Oh, I know you from somewhere, brother." I'm like, "Yeah, we met before," and you know, he was always cordial. One of the nicest ones I've met, you know, along the way, Hogan. So it's cool to meet guys that you watch growing up and they're not assholes. So, you know, that's cool.
How's the fan base there? Because you went to the one.
I went to the one in Swansea. It was pretty packed house. I got there around 12:30ish, maybe 20 minutes before 1. So after that, it just jam-packed. So I got there the right time, right place. And once it got going, it was smooth sailing. I was there in and out quickly.
Yeah. What did you do? Like 30 seconds with each person, or
not really? Some people he would just picture, get out, unless you had a conversation or something to talk about. So, you know.
Did you ask him for?
I couldn't ask. There wasn't allowing people. That particular, I will say those guys did a great job as far as the setup of everything. Because I did attempt to go to the one they had. And I'm not gonna mention any names, but in a location in Cranston. And, you know, they have people lining up outside in the heat. It was like 90-degree weather around the building, very unorganized. And they cut the line. This place, the line, they set up the aisles. And you were able to go inside, get registered for the beer. You would pay for the beer because, you know, he was signing beer. So you had to buy a case of beer in order to get the autograph. They had that professional shot photo that you could QR code scan for that. And they added another case that wasn't unsigned on top of the other one. So they had a booth, kind of like an area, like a room set up like a booth with all professional lighting and photographers and videos and stuff like that. So real good job. Whoever organized that, we should hire to be one of our organizers because he definitely did a great job when it came to that.
It's funny. And we were just talking about this because I went to the Red Sox game over the weekend. Is everywhere you go that's an entertainment product. Yeah. You're looking at it on the wrestling aspect. Oh, what can I do that? What can I do that? Oh, that was good. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? So.
Yeah, right away I noticed from, I don't know when Danny went out, he was waiting outside also. Yeah, so these people was completely different. They did the setup inside the store. You know, like I said, once it got started, the line went through quickly. We didn't have to freaking be outside in the heat. So, win-win. We're just coming back from our Saturday night's main event.
Oh, I don't see any beer. You went there. He went there.
I got your beer.
I'm not feeling it, brother.
It's coming, brother.
I'm not feeling it, brother.
We're going to have to review it on the podcast. If you want to see a review on the Real American Beer by Hulk Hogan here on the Showcase Pod.
We'll give it a
we'll give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and we'll have
do that next week. Or?
Well, yeah, we can do that,
We'll
next week. And I'm not a drinker.
No, you don't.
But
have to
I will try the beer. Exclusive here.
All right, now I know you don't drink, but is there a beer that you actually would like if you drink it?
I mean, I don't know. It would have to be something that has
All right, so forget it.
non-alcoholic taste.
All right,
like,
so when
it has to be sweet.
So no beer for you, okay?
I'll have the beer.
I'll have the beer.
You just want to get extra.
I'll give you the.
It's not the
the
same.
hyper freeze. How's that?
It's not the same. We
I'll
will
give you
all try it.
All antifreeze.
We will all try it here
Listen.
next week on the Showcase Pod. What do you got?
No, you can't waste it. I'm gonna have to get like a shot glass for you.
Well, yeah, I'll take a little.
The beer's like an orgasm. You start it, you got to finish it. I'm not going to give you. Is it 16 ounces, 12 ounces?
It's the small cans.
Yeah, see, I can't waste it on you.
Yeah.
Danny, shot glasses.
Yep, I will.
Little shot glasses, because no, you can't have the whole
But
thing.
the exclusive right here,
Nope,
I'm gonna have a taste.
Nope, only a
The
little
Hogan
one.
beer.
Nope, can't give you a big one. Like this. This is all you should get.
You're gonna you buy me some non-alcoholic Oktoberfest.
I like October.
I seen all types of.
It did. And
Going through the aisles, you can see all
It's
this.
not October, and I actually had one early this year.
Yeah.
And it was.
Is that the one at that establishment we went
Yes,
to? Oh,
yes.
okay,
I
yeah.
was very surprised.
Yeah.
Usually, I think last year when we were doing Powerhouse in Franklin,
Yeah.
I think I went there. It was on the 28th, and I think they ran out.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, going through those aisles, you do see a lot of different stuff, a lot of different name brands, a lot of different. I guess now they're targeting flavors, like I said.
Pumpkin.
And
Don't worry. Keep pumpkin out of everything.
They have
Right.
like fruit punch and all these flavors.
No, it's
and
not beer. It's not. If you put oranges in it, no. You put blueberry in it, no.
Well,
It is beer.
all right. So we'll
Say
find
we have a
out
party.
about
What?
what's that?
Have a cake party here with Hogan's beer.
A keg
What?
pot.
Can you bike? I mean,
Play a bunch of cases.
I have no idea, but we'll get into that next week here in the Showcase Pod. Like I was saying, we are just in the trails of Saturday night's main event, just this past
oh,
Saturday,
you want to go? When's the results?
and
I got some stories.
we
on
had
that.
we had a great house at the Showcase Training Center and Arena. Thank you to everybody that came out this past Saturday for that event. You got results there on your phone? You want to
Yeah,
go
got
through
them
some
right
of the
here.
matches here?
What do we got? Rambo. Match one was Rambo versus Jay Evans.
So the open challenge continues. We saw Rambo go out there and he's been getting more confidence when it comes to bashing the people of Woonsocket or wherever he's wrestling. So we saw that, a lot of that.
He was, I'll be honest with you. If Jay Evans still wasn't unfocused around the whole YouTube title thing with Brother Moon, it was a good match.
Yeah,
He was rocking Rambo.
yeah.
So Rambo.
In the
Rambo,
end, Rambo
stay
did retain the
focused.
title, and he's still undefeated. And he's gonna have another edition of that open challenge.
I
I
don't
hear.
know, Rambo. You gotta stay focused. I
mean-
like the cockiness, I like the arrogance.
He's been on the road when it comes to that.
Some
I
days
mean,
we do open challenges. Some days you don't like who comes through the door.
well, you just never know who's gonna come in.
But
You
that's
just never
him.
know
That's
who'll be
him.
next.
He's arrogant and he wants it.
So what he's gonna do one day when he issues an open challenge and Big Matt Thompson comes out?
Well,
What?
you gotta go
Yes.
back and remember his
Yes.
clause in the contract states that anyone will get a shot,
Yeah.
in exception of Brother Moon Revin and Big Matt Thompson.
yeah.
Even though Big Matt Thompson does hold the opportunity at
does,
any
he does.
title in the near future. So we'll find out what happens
what
with
about
that.
the Matt Thompson machine? Remember Hogan did that back in when they suspended him?
Hey,
The mask.
when you see Matt on Friday, you ask him, "Hey, I got an idea for you."
Yeah.
The Matt machine.
Matt
I
Machine.
like it. Kind of like it.
So moving
Speaking
on.
of Matt machine, match number 2 was Big Matt versus
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Blake Stallion.
A surprise matchup. Well, surprise for Blake Stallion,
Well,
was a rough night
Hey,
for the horses.
Well, yeah, they had to go back to the stable quick.
Yeah.
And, when you're a young guy, you got to take any available contract. He took it. You know, but the thing I liked. Did you see he had friends and family there?
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was really good.
He had Mama Stallion in the
Mama
crowd.
Stallion was there. Sister Stallion was there.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm always watching Chris Blackheart.
So I thought that was good. I actually met him after. They're really proud. You know, I talked about his progress, and some days, in true fashion.
You did say Mama Stallion watches the showcase part, right?
She did. She actually liked it last week.
All right, so shout out to her. She's watching.
Yeah. She said one of us is good cop, one of us is bad cop. I saw then you have
Obviously, I'm the good cop. I'm a
so
nice
you gotta
guy.
watch out because some days it's good cop, bad cop, bad cop.
I don't know, because Blackheart, you still on that shady boat.
But you guys
sometimes.
are biased. All right, speaking of bias, let's go to the third match.
Yeah.
Speaking of bias and weirdos. Hey,
Weirdos. Weirdos. Who do you got on there?
I don't know. This is a
Brother Moon Revan and Roger Williams. Yeah, you saw that one?
versus higher
I
education.
mean, we've seen Roger Williams, we've seen Brother Moon Revan have this weird connection with one another. I mean, him doing his dirty work a couple of months back with Jay Evans.
Something's just
Not right.
it's odd.
Well,
And-
to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, Revan's odd. Roger Williams is getting odder.
I don't know. Roger Williams might be staring down at
Yeah, I
a
mean,
lot of individuals.
Yeah, there was a complaint about
walking.
him in the complaint department by the fans. He's going around ripping up fans' posters and everything.
Roger Williams be walking that straight line, but he be looking to the side.
that
Be
is
looking
true.
out sideways.
That is true.
So, he might be looking sideways at fans. I don't know. He's been wetting people, ripping posters, getting
Well,
high.
my question is, what's on the posters? Why is he ripping them?
I don't know.
Anyone see what it was?
That's a good question.
See?
But speaking of weird stuff and matches, we saw Spratt and the Damien, higher learning. Is that what they call them? Higher education? Is that what they call themselves?
That's what they call themselves, and it's a very odd combination.
Well, the odd thing
There's
is
a lot of enhancements, in that tag team.
the odd things have been happening, especially in this match. I got to go back and see how the Damien was offering the Evil Doctor natural remedies, which ended up backfire. You saw that?
I do.
He could barely walk.
He spent more time underneath the ring than he did in the ring.
What was he doing underneath the ring,
don't
though? There was smoke coming out from underneath the apron.
But the thing, look at the results. Who won that match?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He looked like he was under the influence of something.
So as much as this is an odd tag team, and Damien, look at this record.
I mean,
There's not much on it.
Have you seen Spratt, though? I mean, he gets certain different effects from this medication.
I can't figure
where
that
when he, whatever he's doing,
up,
inhaling,
he's up,
consuming.
He's down, he's everywhere.
Well, he turns back into the old Spratt.
Don't you kind of miss the old Spratt?
I don't know, man. People don't miss the old Spratt.
I kind of.
The weird thing about this whole thing is they could cheer for him when he's drunk.
Well, I think they like him because he's not arrogant and pompous and yelling about how much he knows.
Oh, that 20-minute intro coming into the ring.
I love that intro. It's nice.
It's your style, right?
refreshing.
Boring,
It's refreshing.
long-winded.
It is long-winded,
Yeah.
And he's controlling the crowd. And
Well-
he does it when he's ready, not when the crowd is
Well,
ready.
people like Afro Man.
Not anymore. Did you hear their new song that they came out
I
with?
did. I did
Pink
hear
Floyd,
that.
We don't need no education.
I did hear that. I will wait and see what happens when we're back in action tomorrow night in Taunton.
That is true. So then, why don't we have play-by-play for what happened? We had Dan Badandi versus Lumi.
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 Or Loomis.
Is it Lumi or Loomis?
It's Loomis. I
It's
mean,
not Loomis.
he looked like Lumi
L-U-
after Badandi destroyed him.
No, it's
But,
Lumus, I believe.
well, whatever he was, whoever it is,
Is it Lumi?
Loomis.
It's not Loomis.
it's Loomis.
I don't think it's
After the
Loomis.
beat down he got, I'd be wearing a mask too.
No, I don't think it's Loomis because Loomis, I would have thought of it already as like the Loomis brothers.
Well, it's Lumix with like an X.
There's no X in it, is it?
Yes, there is.
Not when I saw the
Chris
contract on the
Blackheart,
card.
what kind of...
I thought it was
What kind of contract?
L-U-M-U-S.
He's investing a lot of time in this.
No, I'm just saying. Because that's what, when I saw that, that's what it was.
Typically, you watched this little show back in the day when we were little Chris Blackheart and little Vega called Superstars.
I love Superstars.
We never argue about the guys that came in second place.
That is
you know,
true.
the
The Ham and Eggers,
Bersentenos,
I like
the
Bersentenos.
Tony
I
Roys,
like Tony Roy.
the Hardys, the PJ Walkers.
I
of
did
the-
enjoy watching the
of
Hardys
land.
get beat up.
Huh?
I like the Hardys when they got beat
Well,
up.
they were like 17 when they first started getting beat up, and then they found out about that. And
Well, we're going to have stories on. So, Danny, tell us about that. Tell us about...
Well, he is Lumex now because I just ripped him in two. So,
you feeling confident for tomorrow night?
yeah, tomorrow's gonna be if our partners show up.
Well, I don't know. We might have to wrestle one-on-one for the titles.
Well, so my question is...
First time ever. A tag team championship match and a singles match.
That's like a captain's match. But one thing I'm going to ask you now, the footage is going to be available soon on SP Wrestling on YouTube.
Yeah.
And always first at the fan page on Facebook at SPW fan page. But
So
did you see how he one-handed, one-armed, he picked up Lumi.
Yeah, Lumi.
Right?
You're killing me with this.
Well, now you like it, right?
Lumi.
But did you see how he did it? Like,
yeah.
can you do that to him? Because that was pretty impressive.
We're gonna find out tomorrow night. Because you better buy your tickets. ShowcaseProWrestling.com.
Well, you can get them, or you can get them
Street
at.
fight tomorrow night.
One of your favorites. You forgot about that, huh?
I hate that.
We're gonna bust the place.
Can you do me a favor, Danny? Can you contain it, like, in the ring?
Well, he likes to pick up stuff and drop it down, and then he might be picking up stuff you don't like. So
With the refrigerator, the tables over there.
we'll find out. He might
No.
pick up Kathy and try to throw it at me. I don't know.
Kathy's been practicing her chop.
I
Who
don't
did
know.
she
We'll
chop
find
the
out.
other day?
We'll find out. Who she chopped the other day?
Yeah, she chopped.
I forgot who she chopped, but it's gonna be interesting tomorrow night to see who shows up, who doesn't show up.
We
But
might use some of John Cena's whoopie pies there.
Is John gonna be there tomorrow? We'll find out.
Johnny Fat.
To be continued.
We'll talk about Cena down the line.
What do we have next?
So this one actually is pretty interesting because what happened in Woonsocket is going to be repeated now in Taunton. Osiris versus AZ.
That was an interesting matchup. I mean,
I liked it.
we've seen Osiris come back to clarity.
Well, anyone see the shape that Osiris is in?
Yeah, he's in tremendous
Phenomenal
shape.
shape.
I think that's also
all by himself, nobody around him, nobody whispering in his ear.
yeah.
I
think that also reestablished his brain cells. So he's been
good. And you want to tell who won that match?
well, AZ
I watched the
cheated.
whole thing, but did he win?
Oh, cheat to win.
He won by disqualification.
I mean,
Osiris got.
He's been doing some studying.
He's been doing some
He
studying.
pulled the old Eddie Guerrero.
He did,
And the referee, that you have to talk to these referees to pay
they
attention.
do. And actually, they did a pretty good job because the
I don't know.
referee can't be everywhere. But Osiris gave AZ credit afterwards. He goes, "That is not the same kid I wrestled like 6 months ago."
Well, tomorrow night is a non-title matchup. You went out there.
I did. I made that title match.
You went out. I made that title match, but now AZ says in order for him to get a future shot,
Which is true because I'm a big believer in, if there's a contendership, it should be a title match.
yeah,
And Osiris was a contender. He lost. Now we have to re-earn it.
so we'll find out if the submission god.
But
It's gonna put the number on AZ
It was a
tomorrow
good
night.
match, and wow, this goes in the last match there with Danny Cabral versus the debuting Matt.
Lackey,
Why do you keep calling him Lackey?
Macintosh.
He is a here.
They had a name
security
brand. That was the computer,
professional.
right? Back in the day, the
Macintosh,
green,
yeah.
the green screen
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the little letters.
Yeah.
Yep, they both
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Matthew
limited.
is green. He's a manager.
Oh, you
He's-
get it. You
he's
got it,
training.
huh? Wow,
He's
Chris
training.
Blackheart. Shit,
He's
you
training.
impressed
He's
me.
getting there. I bet he probably shouldn't have been in that match by now. But his best friend, AZ, put him into that predicament with Danny Cabral.
Now, the question was, I mean, I will give him credit that he, for whatever reason, carried himself enough to a certain extent.
He did okay.
But was he really wrestling that match?
He was.
Or was his buddy interfering every chance he got?
True. You have paperwork
I
there.
mean,
The
we
paperwork was signed. AZ could have been there as a manager, which he was.
He was and got kicked out.
He did get kicked
because
out.
he got caught cheating, and then he came back in
Wow, and
when the referee got
You see
hit
that,
and knocked down.
See that spine buster? Oh, that
Yeah, I did.
that was Arn Anderson. He'd be very, very happy.
So even with that interference, even with both of them being out there, Danny Cabral outsmarted them and got the win. But it wasn't enough, was it?
No.
They wanted to injure the kid.
Oh, no, they wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, they had a chair in the ring.
AZ felt
They wanted to break the kid's leg.
embarrassed because of what Danny did earlier that night to him. You know, get him thrown out.
So you're going to break the guy's leg.
I didn't see that, to be honest with you.
I saw it.
The only person I saw that was the chairman that night was you.
Well, you know,
So with that being
he
said,
wanted to play with chairs. Like I said, I saw
10:05.
him.
We have a conference call at 10:05.
I saw him want to hurt the
With
kid.
yourself, Muldoon, and Mr. Sander, where you throwing chairs.
Well, you know,
Not just once.
I
Twice.
was tuning up for this week, but unfortunately for Matt McIntosh and
Mackin.
the inconsistent bum himself, his days are numbered. And that matches already has been. I don't know what you've been talking to Cena about, but I talked to Cena that same night.
Yeah, and?
You saw the poster,
No, I didn't.
Danny. Pull it up right now. You think you're the only one that speaks to Cena around
which
here?
is fine. We have an open
There
communication.
you go. Next edition of Saturday Night's Main Event. Not that one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, this Friday. I mean, tomorrow night.
I'm talking about when we're back
All right. That,
on October the 5th.
okay, I did get a glimpse of it.
Yep. There you have it on the screen right now. A big tag team not
Well, you can't even
championship.
say championship because you may not even be a
Well,
champ back
you know,
then.
a big matchup.
This could be a runner-up because
One night only.
the question is, who's not there?
Danny Cabral and myself
Alex is not there.
will take on McIntosh.
And you notice that you don't have a championship in that picture.
It doesn't
do you?
matter. It's not going
I'm
to be
just
about
saying, you
championships.
don't have a
that night.
championship in that
It
match.
might be about chairs.
Yeah.
It might be about kendo sticks.
No. This
It
is a
might be
wrestling
about
match.
people
No.
getting beat down all over
Wrestling
Main
match,
Street.
wrestling match.
All that stuff and more.
You want to do all that stuff?
You're getting nervous, huh?
I'll send you to Japan. You can do like the exploded matches
Why
in
don't
the island.
Why don't we bring Japan over to Woonsocket? Because you know the owner of that spot there, right?
Yeah.
You know him very well.
I do.
So we don't have to worry about the building getting damaged. We don't
No,
have to
that's
worry
right,
about
yeah.
AZ going through a wall
Yeah.
or getting dropped on his head. I mean, it's Woonsocket. It's a showcase arena.
Yeah, I know. And then,
So
we do
we'll
have
find
some
out
lenient-
what's gonna happen. It's been a long time. We don't get nasty in Woonsocket,
No, we're not. No.
and it might happen. I'm just putting it out there. But there you have the posters up.
You want to go all
Matchup-
crazy in
The
Woonsocket.
matchup has been signed already.
There's no fan that wants to see
Daddy-
crazy stuff in Woonsocket.
What?
They go there for good wrestling matches.
Okay, let's just put it out there. If you guys want to see some crazy violent stuff in Woonsocket,
No.
leave us a comment.
Wrestling.
If you want to see somebody go through a door or a table,
Nobody wants to go. No doors, no
Or
tables.
Leave
push
us
his
a comment.
windshield. Yeah.
yeah, look, Danny's giving out ideas.
What are you gonna do? You gonna get a weed whacker? Or you gonna call Gino Martino? Hey Gino, can I get the weed
Hey,
whacker?
shout out to my
Can
guy
can I
Gino
get the
Martino.
windshield?
You know,
Yeah.
it's been- I gotta get Gino on the podcast, by
Gino
the way.
would be a great guest.
Yeah.
I love Gino.
But yep, match has been signed October 5th. Since we going the plugs a little bit early,
No,
we'll
I
be
know.
back Saturday night's main event.
Those tickets are available. I update everything today with Webmaster.
You just didn't know that match was signed.
Well, no, listen. You were out there, you were throwing cheers, you grabbed the mic, you said some bad words.
I was throwing chairs and I hit some people with chairs.
You were saying bad stuff, and it made sense. So don't make it think that you just had influence over Cena.
What?
Unfortunately, the crowd liked it. Danny,
Unfortunately,
what?
I thought we were here to give the people what
No,
they
no,
want.
boy, you can't always give them what they want.
Well,
Some days they don't know what they want.
it's about
But the
people.
match made sense, and you know. But I just want to know where's Alex.
It's gonna be great.
Alex must
Don't
lose my
worry
beer.
about
Hey,
Alex.
Alex, are you there?
Alex
My
will
beer? He
be,
must
Alex
in there.
will be back soon enough.
Oh, you keep saying
But-
that.
Another match that has been signed on October 5th is another mystery opponent matchup as Brother Moon Revan will defend the YouTube World title. It's been a little while. 30 days are coming up.
Well, and we have to have the conversation. Well, you want to go into Taunton?
Yeah, we'll go into
All right,
Taunton right
because-
after this.
So Jay Evans, I know he's looking for a title match, and he does deserve it. He's been working hard.
Oh, you could be looking. It's just a matter of
No,
you gotta find it or not.
No,
I
he's
mean,
he's working hard.
I was looking for those $800 million that they were up for grabs, and somebody in Texas found them. So, you know.
I think just to let you know about that. If there's anyone who bought a ticket recently in New Jersey,
Yeah.
there's a 1.1. I think they said 1.1.
See,
think it was $1 billion
let me stop you right there.
lottery.
Let me stop. Hold on.
That you
before
have to cash in within 6 months.
Okay, hold on before you continue.
Yeah.
If you did buy that ticket in New Jersey, just hand it over to me, and I'll make sure that you get a percentage of that ticket.
Yeah, some people would be happy to escort them too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
I'll be happy to sign it, take pictures with it, and all that.
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, $1.1 billion. They have 6 months down there, I guess, to do it. Or 6 months left.
Lucky son.
Did
of
you
a
just go to
bitch.
New Jersey?
Yeah, but I didn't play the lottery then.
Shh, don't tell anyone that.
Maybe it's Danny. He's the one taking plane, trains, and automobiles.
Automobiles, yeah. Danny got a bother ticket even knowing.
But speaking about not knowing, if you don't know, now you're gonna know. Tomorrow night we're back at the Taunton BFW Hall, 82 Ingle Street in Taunton, Massachusetts, for Friday the 13th.
You know what this is? The first time since June we've been back in Taunton.
Yes, indeed. It's kind of like the opening season of the fall.
Well, it kind of is, and we have a lot of things that can address there. Remember last time when they what happened? We had a very short career end that night.
Yep. What short career? Oh,
The short career of the young
lad.
little Rex.
He's
and then
been missing in action.
MIA. Then we had Jay Evans, who thought. I mean, some people are getting mad at me because of that. Who actually thought that Jay Evans could just be handed a title?
Well, yeah.
Now, as much as I didn't like Revan coming out, that's a pretty smart move.
This is Showcase Pro Wrestling. It's not charity fund.
No. So I understand how Jay can be jaded from that, but this is about 3 or 4 months later.
Well,
So
we'll have
And
to
he's had
find out.
problems with-
We'll have to
with them.
find out what happens tomorrow night.
no, I'm interested to find that one out.
Well, again,
And
yeah.
I don't like. Everyone see that, Dan? You want to bring up the picture? You got the picture there? I don't like that picture.
What picture?
Look at the picture.
The Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I don't like it. How eerie is that, huh?
Yeah, it looks like Brother Moon Revan.
I thought that was Roger Williams, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he is in a base.
I thought that was Roger Williams looking at people at the gym.
Well, maybe.
Looks like Roger Williams coming out of the Amazing Superstar.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Can you picture it? What do you guys think? Anyone in the message? Which one do you think? Do you think that's Brother Moon Revan, or do you think that's Roger Williams?
That could be anybody.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You'll have to find out tomorrow night, Friday the 13th, at the Taunton BFW Hall. First time back since June, like you said, and we got a comedian coming in and doing a live set.
We do. And
Mr. Johnny Rotten, he'll be on hand tomorrow
that was
night.
The guest we had last week.
Yes.
So we're trying to. John's a fan.
Yes.
Grew up with wrestling. I think some people got some of his history. He did have a show this past Monday, so he's. I think it's pretty cool. He's coming down.
Yeah, he's coming down.
Do a little taste, so you can have.
Jonathan Resendez in the chat said it looks like Roger Williams coming out of the Superstore. Amazing.
No, amazing.
Yeah, that's
And
funny.
then they closed that place down.
Good
Amazing.
question.
I have no idea. I've never gone.
He
to one.
probably shut it down. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
the evil doc there.
Like, get off. All right, so let's go back.
All right, I'm not.
So
They
comedy.
started
So
it.
you got wrestling, you got comedy, you got a street fight, you got an open challenge, you have AZ
You got the
versus
submission
Osiris.
down. Yep. You have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
You have Don Vega losing the tag title. Doesn't even know if his tag team partner is showing up or where he is.
You know what the best part about losing a title
But
is that it opens up the door for you to gain another one.
so you like losing?
I mean, in order to win, you have to lose.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes I mean,
Patriots won like 7 times. didn't
I know you know about
They
losing
didn't
a
lose.
match or two.
they? If it was only 2, that'd be a good thing. If it was only 2.
But yeah, tomorrow night, Tom BFW Hall, 82 Ingle Street. We're back in action, like you said. You know, comedian, stand-up comedy. You're gonna see that set with Rotten live there tomorrow night. You're gonna see the street fight. You see that rematch for contendership at the Sons of Liberty Championship when AZ will take on the submission god Osiris. Danny Cabral will be on hand. The YouTube World Champion Brother Moon Revan will be in action. All that and more tomorrow night at the Taunton BFW Hall. 7:47 p.m. start time, right?
That is perfect.
All right, then we move it on up to the month of October. We touched up on October 5th, but we have, is that the right one there, Daniel?
Yep, this time
Okay, he's got it this
All
week.
right, so that's a huge wrestling weekend.
Yes, indeed. October 12th, Powerhouse Wrestling New England presents Halloween Bash at the Sturbridge Host Hotel in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. And we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. Big matchup. The battle of ex-WWE superstars as a masterpiece. Chris Masters makes his PHW debut to take on the returning Mr. Kennedy Ken Anderson. Also on the card, former TNA Wrestling World Champion, the Cowboy James Storm, will
good.
take on the winner of a battle royal that's going to happen that same night. And in that matchup, we will crown the new Powerhouse Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Also, in an intergender open challenge type match that was answered by the PHW Women's Champion, IWA Puerto Rico Women's Champion, Evie De La Rosa will go one-on-one against former WWE superstar James Ellsworth. And we've heard a lot
Any update?
of comments. We might have them in the next couple
That
weeks.
could be good. I mean, he has a great story,
Yeah.
to say the least. I mean,
he
I
got-
like his story better where he's going now because
Well,
the
he
story
says,
of how he got, the opportunity of being WWE star.
yes.
I like that story.
Well,
Going down the road that he's going now with Evie.
with the kit cleaning and cooking,
Yeah,
and
well,
taking care of the kids and mopping the floors and all that. I mean, this is all James.
no, but I mean, yeah, he's gonna get in trouble with that one.
Wow,
I mean-
that's gonna happen Saturday night,
Yeah.
October 12th, at the Sturbridge Hotel Center in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Tickets are on sale now. Powerhouse Wrestling NE on all our social media and at eventbrite.com for those tickets. Halloween Bash on Saturday night, October 12th. Doors open at 6 for a special meet and greet, and the bell time is 7 p.m. on that show. Moving it up some more to October 18th as What a Nightmare in Medford, Massachusetts, presented by Royal Crown Wrestling. Big matchup, main event matchup as Big Wrecking Ball, NWA Power Star, will take on TNA Wrestling star AJ Francis. And that's going to be a great matchup there with two huge men going at it one-on-one in Medford, Massachusetts, as well as all the stars of RCW will be in action that night. Get your tickets, RoyalCrownWrestling.com. Royal Crown Wrestling in all our social media for that event, October 18 in Medford, 7 p.m. bell time on that one there. Then moving, we kind of skipped. We got to rewind it back because we have Columbus Day weekend coming up, and we're back at Autumn Fest. You're choking there, bro? I moved it back and you choked.
Yeah, I've been choking all week, so.
Oh, okay. So don't choke when we return back to Autumn Fest this year. Columbus Day weekend.
It's a long weekend.
Do you have an update?
I don't have a firm update. Actually, I would text the people.
This is live, so sometimes you gotta put them on the spot.
Yeah.
But we will be at Autumn Fest with 2 great events that will be announced in the next couple weeks, and we might be a part of the parade this year. So
Yes.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah, the thing we're trying to coordinate right now regarding Autumn Fest, I'm trying to get an event schedule that for the weekend to find out what do they have going on. So it's not like,
You're gonna dress up Danny's. That's what's taking so long.
well, that could happen. Well, no, just so they're not
You're gonna
doing
paint them
like,
green.
like fuzzy rock or whatever
No.
musical performance when we're doing wrestling, because it kind of takes away. So I'm trying to
I
coordinate.
hate that shit.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to coordinate with the entertainment director of which way we're doing it.
Okay,
But
so
I do like
let's
the
put
idea.
it out. Hold on.
I like that.
Let's put it out
Who
here.
wants to see Danny dress up as the Hulk?
Yeah.
all
Hold on.
green?
Hold on. Before we move on to Danny, out there for anybody that's hosting an event and you book talent, if you book pro wrestling, please do not put your fucking music at while the wrestling is going on. Wrestling's an event on its own. If we're there to be part of the entertainment, you don't need to have your loudspeaker, your DJ, your radio host, your grandmother, your cousin on the microphone playing and talking over the wrestling. Please.
Yeah, the good part about people, and I don't know why people forget about this, is a balance. It's a nice balance between wrestling and the music. When we typically work with festivals and they do it that way, everybody likes it. It's a good balance. The vendors are making. I'm going to give you a hint. When you book a wrestling show, especially at these fairs and festivals, the vendors love it because people are at the show. We're doing. Typically, we like to do 2 shows a day there, maybe like about an hour a piece. People are buying food. They're buying the products, the gimmicks, everything around there. So your vendors are making money. So you're getting your vendors happy because they're making money, which means they're going to come back. So this is why you bring pro wrestling. That's why you bring Showcase Pro Wrestling to your festivals and fairs, because we help retain it. Everybody goes home happy, and then guess what? Then you play your music right afterwards.
Well, to elaborate on that, my other grandmother, she worked at the Product Civic Center for years. As she was head of concession, she said, out of all the events that come there, wrestling, they sell like 10 times more food than any other event. Because the crowd gets worked up and they get hungry and thirsty.
I don't really. I never got hungry when I went to wrestling, but.
You never got hung. He puts himself.
I was there for the wrestling.
He puts himself in this
All
predicament.
right, no. So the question, okay, all right. So
He was cheap to buy snacks.
No. So
That's what. And we got Jay Hollywood in the back. He's trying to be quiet, but he is here this week.
When you were a kid, right? When you went to the Civic Center,
El
right?
Chipo Rodriguez over here, folks.
Did you buy a program, right? Did you buy a program?
Sometimes, yeah.
So
father
my
bought me a
dad, we
program.
usually bought the program, right?
Yeah.
And then did you put like L's and W's or underline who won or lost?
No, I never wrote on my program.
See, my dad did. He used to write. He used
So
to
are
underline.
you trying to blame Papa Blackheart of being cheap and not buying you snacks because he bought you a book?
All right.
Let's not put Papa Blackheart
right,
under the bus for your cheapness, Chris Blackheart.
So the truth is, yes, he was cheap. All right? No question about that. Right? But let me tell you about my adventure in Fenway Park this weekend.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we see the
Right, you didn't hear that, right?
Yes.
$50 t-shirt.
No. $50 t-shirt, right? So we went there on Fenway for, the camp Jessica goes to, Camp Surefire, which is located in Rhode Island. Go to campsurefire.org. Great donations. It's a camp for kids with diabetes. And they won a grant for $15,000. So we shared on all over our pages regarding it. So that's why you went there. And I haven't been to a game in ages because I'm typically not a sports guy. But in true fashion, like when you went to Hogan's, buy beer. You're not a beer guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm there for the entertainment. I'm watching how things are going. Now, I was very surprised with the price point. The food wasn't that bad. A beer was like $11.77 food, like a burger is about 10, 11 bucks. I thought it would be more.
Yeah.
You know, so I was kind of surprised on that compared to Troy 2 years ago when I went to the Celtics for chicken and fries. You know, it was like 19 bucks. A beer was like $19.
Yeah.
And guess what? I didn't eat anything that night.
No,
I did.
Okay.
But I did at the Red Sox. So just to let you know, so if anyone complains about tickets for pro wrestling, especially Showcase, all of our tickets typically at 15 bucks, right? Franklin is usually 20. This is, Woonsocket is 10.
Yeah.
All right. So we got free tickets to the show, right? Free tickets
To the game.
which is really nice, right? But this is the price point that we forget. So it was $60 for parking, right? I had 2 beers at 11 bucks. I bought Kathy a sausage and onion, that was 10. Let me see, the fried dough. It was 2 of them, so it was like, I think they were like $5.50 a piece.
Yeah.
What else do we get? I think she got chicken fingers and fries, so that was probably 13. Then I got a burger, so that was
You're
another
up to
11.
like almost $200 there.
Yeah. So for free tickets cost me $200. Right?
I'm surprised it took this long for you to calculate all this stuff. You're losing it, Chris Blackheart.
No, well, see, I divided it in half.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because Kathy bought some stuff and I bought some stuff.
It's
But
been
there.
been that long that she got to pay for her own shit. You've been married that long.
Dutch, that was perfect. No, but what it was like the kids never been there.
Yeah.
Right? So the experience of going to Fenway Park. You know. What? Well, I'm not going again.
It's like, is this like I was just gonna
I
say
am
that.
not going to Disney World.
Why not?
Sean Candido, don't you even put that
Jessa
in
likes
that chat.
Disney. She's bigger now. She's
Well,
grown.
she's almost old enough to drive herself down to Disney herself.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ.
I am not going to Disney.
This is now going back before we move on.
Candido, do not bring this up Friday night in Taunton, and do not talk to Kathy about that
I'll bring it
awful
up.
place in the world. Again, I like the capitalism of it. I just do not like
Some new
the
rides.
price point. The rides suck.
Well,
A minute and 28 seconds the average ride.
well,
You want me to tell about Avatar?
what? Are you still complaining about that?
It was 5.5 hours in line.
Damn.
Yeah, 5.5 hours. Guess who waited till like 2 hours by themselves? Me.
You've heard of?
But the ride was 10 minutes. I think it was 10 minutes and 28 seconds.
Have you heard of a fast pass, Chris Blackheart?
They didn't have it. They wasn't eligible. No, because some things we didn't know. Like, back then we did. Some things you could, some things you couldn't.
Yeah, nah, he is right.
No, some
Even though
things
sometimes you pay the fast pass,
Yeah,
they
it was-
say that they already gave them out for
Yeah,
the
'cause
day.
remember, this
The
was,
spots. So
I don't know, was it 5 years ago or something?
Yeah.
When it just opened, it wasn't available.
yeah, see, Chris Blackheart, I defended you.
Well, you
It
can,
happens once in a while.
when is right, facts is fact. It wasn't available.
Now, before we move on, I gotta go back. You said you had chicken and fries at
Yeah.
the Celtics game.
Yeah.
If
No,
you're
no.
ever-
I did not buy them at the Celtics game.
Okay, so
They were
if you ever go to
$19.
the Garden,
Yeah.
you have to be in like where the booths are, and the club seats,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I wasn't
They
a club
got a
seat.
separate restaurant
Yeah.
from the regular vendors. Best chicken tenders you'll ever eat, made with like real chicken breasts, butter, garlic, and like Parmesan cheese.
All right, so that
And it's like great freaking food in that place. Sometimes I go there just for that.
I am not driving into Boston.
Well, I went to WWE and I went there mostly for the chicken. So
We all have different reasons why we go to shows.
There you
went
have
there for the chicken.
I went there for the chicken. Chicken was good. So if you're in the club seats, you know what I'm talking about.
As for the Vega special,
Yes, the chicken. The $20 chicken that Blackheart doesn't like.
well, and that was like what 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's still the
So
same.
imagine what it
it's
is
like
now.
$20, right?
Yeah.
Last time we got it for free though. Because we went around, the time that they were like getting ready to close, and they just were giving stuff out. So we lucked out that time.
All right.
What do we got? We got any comments there?
Just a couple goofy bacon burger. Says Chris Masters, that's amazing. I don't know what that's from.
I like
And
bacon
Jonathan
burgers.
said definitely, it looks like Roger M's coming out of the Amazing store.
They love Roger Williams, huh?
Yeah.
Coming out of Amazing Superstore.
May have to ask him.
Maybe these people are trying to get cheap plugs.
Yes.
What about Sid Vicious passing away the other day?
Yeah, that we talked about Sid here
I don't know if he did.
a couple weeks back. Yeah, he.
I don't
Yeah.
think we do.
Yeah, I don't think we did. But I mean,
And who's the production guy here?
Dan Badandi.
Shame on you, Danny.
Yeah.
So what's the cause of it? Do you know the cause of it? Because he was only.
No. I can look it up quick.
He had
Look it
cancer.
up. He did?
Yes.
Yeah, because what was this? Was he 63, 64?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not old.
Yeah, he died from cancer complications. If I'm not mistaken, you can look it up if you want to get into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so now that was kind of shocking to say the least. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, literally anyone can go at any time.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like, wow.
You know the day you come, you just don't know the day you go. So it's part of life. Speaking of part of life, in the next couple weeks, we are gonna have some ghost stories.
Oh, wait a minute. Danny. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Is that from Danny? Or?
No,
forget
this is
Danny.
this is from the comedian. We gotta.
Oh,
we
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
catch
yeah.
up
So,
with
no,
him.
so Danny,
We gotta
were
catch
you
up
there
with him
when we had the
tomorrow.
conversation?
Here, yeah.
Yeah, because you were terrible. Jeremy, where are you?
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, it's either Jeremy or
Yeah. Well,
Johnny Rotten's
it's coming
gonna hook us up.
October. I mean, ghost stories.
Yeah.
You think we do live or
we do
Or
a
do we
live.
tape it?
No, we do a live special. We're gonna go live on YouTube
like on a Saturday? Or?
and do it. You know, at nighttime just for Jay Hollywood. What?
Why?
He wants to come here for pizza and drinks, but he won't go for ghost stories.
Yeah. Jay, Mr.
Yeah.
Hunt, we'll have beer.
It's
and
live TV. I can't lie to
all
the
right,
viewers.
So, all right. So if we bring Scooby snacks for you, right? When we do ghost stories, will you be there?
He might. He's coming. I'm dragging him there. He's coming. He's definitely coming to ghost stories.
All right. So
We might get what?
what?
It's my favorite time of the year.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Chris Blackheart, what's your favorite time of the year?
I like I like 4th of July because you're drinking beer, so that's good.
Well, that and
Spend money.
Chris Blackheart likes the winter because he doesn't go out much in the winter. So
I think I go out too much. No, Christmas is good because you are, friends and family. Some of these people you don't see as much as you should,
and then it reminds you why you don't see him that much.
It's a lot of times that is
You're
true.
like, yep, this is why I don't.
Yeah, no, that
This
happens,
is why I
but-
don't hang out with this guy. You know.
Yeah. No, but it's hard. Yeah, that was. Well, actually, do we have an update on Joe Davis in New York? Did he come back?
The real deal. Where in the world is Joe Davis this
I don't
week?
know.
That should be a segment.
It is a segment.
It is a segment, and
Wait a
we're
minute.
at that segment
Do
right
we know
now.
what Joe Davis? Can you tell us where you are?
The real deal.
Because that was last week. That was last Saturday. Where is he?
Where in the world is Joel Davis?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah, it was supposed to be last weekend. So, Joel, we know you listen. You're an awesome contributor to the show and/or for content and fan.
In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be actually joining the real deal, Joe Davis.
Wait, now is he? All right. So, Joel, we don't know
He's
where.
gonna be hosting the show.
Well, so
Pete on the street. I'm
Pete
gonna
on
be
the
there
street.
live.
We don't know where Joel is. Joel could be lost in New York.
I don't know, but he should be back for next week when I do go and appear in studio live for the show Pete on the Street, and he's gonna be the guest host.
Uh-oh.
So stay tuned for
What
that.
time's that?
In the next couple of weeks, I believe is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's taped live, but is it shown
It's,
live?
it's taped live, I believe.
All right, so we'll be sharing that link when that does go up.
Yeah.
Don Vega, getting real with the real deal.
Yes, indeed. It's gonna get raw and real at the Pete on the Street show coming up in a couple weeks on September 19th. Is Joe anywhere near there?
Nope.
Nope, he is
He
lost.
usually sends me his
No, he's
venue.
Joe's cheating on us on a Thursday
I
night.
don't think he came by New York because that was last Saturday night.
Oh, that's it. I'm calling fantasies.
What?
Never mind. That's it.
He's in the secret room.
Yeah, he's in the VIP.
I think he's stuck in New York.
Stuck in New York.
Yes.
What did he take?
Went to that street where we seen
I don't know because that's
What-
where his show
yeah.
was in New York.
Yeah, he went to Brooklyn.
He went to Brooklyn.
He's lost now. Never to be seen again.
He's
Joe,
not
am
coming
I
back.
still doing this freaking appearance or what? I mean, I heard he's gonna be in town tomorrow.
How can he be? He's in
Maybe
New
he'll
York.
show up to the be
Nah,
a
I
bet.
doubt it.
Oh,
He'll be in New York.
well, that's weird that Joe's
Pete
running
on the
around.
street. So actually, let's go with some good news. We have
Joe might be on the streets of Brooklyn. You gotta find out.
a little late now.
He might be on the streets of Harris Avenue.
Yeah, so let's
In
put
Providence.
was it an SOS out there for
Yes.
Joe Davis?
If you see Joe Davis,
All Points Bulletin. If you see the real deal in New York, please help him. Send a message to Showcase Pod at SP Wrestling on all social media.
in New York or in Manhattan Avenue or Harris Avenue in Providence, let us know. We're
Hey,
looking for
reach-
the real
Reach out
deal.
to Brian Starr.
Yeah, in New York, you could reach out to Brian Starr. In Providence, you could reach out to us. We'll go and find them.
Do you want to give shout outs now to some of the new trainees at the Showcase Wrestling Training Center?
You go ahead. I just, you know me with names.
You're terrible.
I don't.
No, and if I'll just tell them the story. So, some days you're not good at names because some days you know they're going to stay around for a while.
Well, yeah, that, and I usually pick, names to give them.
Yeah, I don't have nicknames yet for the. I mean, it's good kids. We have Parker, we have Drew,
Yeah,
we have Derek, Lewis just came back.
yeah.
L2.
Dominican Lewis.
Well,
Is he Dominican?
He says he's Puerto Rican.
He talks like he's Dominican.
That's what I said last night.
Oh, you did? You
I
caught
did.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we had a whole conversation. He was pretty upset. He goes, "Why does everyone not call me Puerto Rican?"
Because you sound Dominican, man.
You
You
sound
gotta-
Dominican, so
you
yeah,
gotta
it was
start
funny.
doing some studying of Puerto Rican lingo, because
Yeah.
man, you got
But
that
no, but
accent.
it's good. So we have a crop of actually we have a couple of new kids starting next week too. So the good part, and Parker and Drew is going on their third week. Derek is going to be in the second week, and again, the hardest part is showing up. Sure, you got to go there. If you want to do the dream, come down Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, 6:30 to 9:30. You will not regret it.
And-
we do. We have a good crop of I always say kids, and kids is anyone basically under 50.
Well, yeah, we're old. I mean,
I know you're old, but
yeah, I know you're
but
old.
the good part about it is, you can see the people down there that, the guys and gals, they help each other. They see the process and they see the progress. I like seeing it when a guy's been around for a couple of months and, they're kind of helping a newer guy with something.
Yeah.
And that just shows, and especially when they're doing it right, it just shows that they understand it and they get it. And you see the progress, and then you see with Coach Ken, who's typically on Wednesday night, they're seeing stuff and it feels like it's attainable.
Yeah. Well,
so
you're
it's-
seeing stuff that you might see on other television shows.
You do, and people always thought like with pro wrestling between indie and like WWE or some of the national product that is like this, but it's really like this. We bring you up here. What other people think is here, it's really here.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Well, some of our haters feel like we bring them down here. Those guys that work for hamburgers and the hot dogs and
And that's if they're lucky.
those guys that are collecting $10 paychecks. I mean,
If-
they used to say that about you, Chris Blackheart.
But
The $10 paychecks. But these guys, some of these guys wish.
you
they
want to
could
hear
get-
that story?
No, hold on. Some of these guys.
I'll tell the truth on that story.
Some of these guys wish they could get a $10 payday.
Yeah.
Because they're so great. But
Yeah.
reality is you wanna become a professional wrestler. Come down Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Showcase Pro Wrestling Training Center, an arena, school, however you want to call it. What's the email address again?
Everything is a promoter at showcaseprowrestling.com. Send me a quick email or, again, on Messenger SB Wrestling. And again, come on down. We have a great conversation. We'll answer all your questions. Typically, I have people talk to people who are training there. Check out the school. Check out their environment. That's the big thing, too. If you ever think about going to any school,
Yeah, check what they're producing. Check who's coming out of there.
But find out if it's right for you.
Yeah, that too.
Just don't do a one-on-one with whoever is
with whoever shows up that day is training you. That's never worked any credible promotions. Never worked anybody. Never worked anywhere. You know, oh, he's training you to do what? Work for a hamburger and a hot dog in the future. I mean, that's. I'm just being real, you know, because I could care less about pretty much anybody that has to say anything. You know, in the past, we've heard a lot of negative shit talk about our product and the school, and you know, the reality of it all is, you know, you could talk all you want, but the actions speak for themselves. In the last couple of years, we've had multiple students make television appearances, including the one that recently happened on Raw with Danny and AZ. And in the past, I've had Rambo and Carlos Slavin made appearances on Raw and SmackDown. So, you know, what other school is doing that? Leave me a comment there. And let me know besides, you know, places I'm not going to mention, maybe two, other than Showcase, that has had that. So
well, I would say the big thing with that is recently.
Yeah.
Because there are some schools, you know, they had a pass, or their pass is literally bought from somebody else. So, like, our stuff is fresh. We made a goal about a year and a half ago that, I mean, we want to get guys to that next level, to WWE. Ironically, to the conversation that we had and put a plan together, and then when Kenny came involved in it, just came together. So literally, just over a year later, you know, results are coming. You know, and the guys are like, I know you don't like give him a lot of kudos, but look at AZ. He's a young kid, you know, early 20s.
No, like I said, actions speak louder than words.
He's typically there, you know, 2 to 3 days a week.
He's there 2 to 3 days a week. Daniel, the same thing. He's there every week.
And I'll be honest with you, wrestling is not always fun.
Yeah.
Training is not always fun. Some days it's physical, some days it's mental, you know. It is not shits and giggles. It is hard work. And, you know, we have some talent that's coming back, hopefully in the fall. And it's, you got to find it if you want it. Yeah. You got to find it and you got to rebuild. And some of the worst things, especially with young guys, when you take time off for whatever reason, and you try to get back into it, it's different. Because you remember what you were, not what you are. You know, you're out of shape, your time is off. If you come back with injury, you're thinking about it. You know, I've been there. I've had 2 injuries, you know, between my ACL and my shoulder, and it's different when you're coming back. You know, like the young kid just came back last week, L2. You know, he took, I think, about 2 years off, life got in the way, and he's like, wow. He goes, he's thrilled to be back. Yeah. But he remembers, you know, he was with us a short time, only about 4 months, but he remembers in that time where we had him. Yeah. So it's
yeah, people could talk shit about the last 6 months. 4 other guys appeared on WWE.
Well, you know, it's the funniest part of wrestling. The boys make up stories, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, and you know, part of the problem with running a training school is we pride ourselves. If you train here, you're going to wrestle, right? And some days when you have newer guys wrestle, they're not good. But you know, that's part of getting the reps in. They have to get in the ring. They have to make, you know, they have to make errors. They have to, some days look like nothing.
Yeah, well, you know, and the funny part is a lot of these people that do go out of their way, thanks for being fans, because if you're not talking about us, then there's a problem. So, you know, we do appreciate the support. We thank them for being fans, always watching our stuff, lurking. You know, those are the lurkers that watch but don't like. And, you know, when you look like 2 hobos and a hamburger, you know, I could reserve advice from those type of characters. You look like the Grobler twins, like the Michelin tire twins. I mean, yeah. And you laugh. You laugh. I mean, yeah. The truth will set you free, Chris Blackheart. But on that note,
look at that. When are we going to come back to some of the Raw stuff?
We are. I'm working towards it.
Dan, what do you got? You get a message. What do you got?
Joel Davis just texted me. He goes, I am lost in New York City.
He's lost. See?
Are you in Brooklyn, Joel Davis?
Joel, do you need a token?
I'm not going to mention any street names, but...
All right. Why don't we send a little killer out? Send a little killer out to find him.
Little
Tell
Killer.
him we're sending Little Killer.
Little
out.
Killer's not in New York currently, so.
No, we'll ship him. Tell him Little Killer will get him to pick him up and maybe get him back into the local wrestling scene. All right.
We might have to send Patrick and Macias to go get him.
Yes, Patrick.
Yeah,
You're in Connecticut.
they're in New York.
New York, Queens.
The
Jump
New York
in.
guys, Queens, they're right near.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to give a shout out to Patrick. Patrick is a young kid who just started at Showcase Pro Wrestling, trained at another facility. You know.
This is one of our students, Patrick, not Patrick from the tag team.
No.
Queen gets
The
money.
young kid. You know, he was checking
Yeah.
on the environment, see if it's right for him, and you know,
Yeah.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, let's wait a few more seconds, see if Joe gets back to us here before we get out of here tonight. I mean, this might be to be continued.
What? You can't
We
find.
might have to do a live update tomorrow.
So we kid about where in the world is Joe Davis. Literally, where in the world is Joe Davis? We don't know.
Joe is dark out in New York City, and you don't have the right tan to be in certain neighborhoods, my friend. So make sure you get indoors wherever you are.
Brian Starr, if you're listening, can you please send out a memo?
Is he there?
Not answering. Nope.
All right, so we might have to get off the air and find out what
All right.
Joe Davis is, because we're coming close to that time.
That's it.
You know, for this week, you don't have anything else, right? Other than we'll see everybody tomorrow
Nothing
night.
else that I can share, but we will see everyone tomorrow night in Taunton with a bell time of 7:47.
Friday the 13th. He's blowing it up. The picture you like.
Still think that is.
Actually, could that be Chris Blackheart?
That's not Chris Blackheart. Yeah,
Are you up to some
I know that's not Dan Badandi
Why?
because you can't fit through that door.
Okay, so
Danny is so wide, he can't fit through that door.
he's making little hints at the comedy act that we're gonna have tomorrow night in Taunton from Rotten. But for now, that's all we have this week in the Showcase Pod. Tomorrow night, find out if Joe Davis makes it out of New York. Go see some comedy. Go see a street fight. We'll be back here to try the Hogan beer next week, Thursday, on the Showcase Pod. For Dan Badandi, for the boss Chris Blackheart, I am Don Vega. We'll see you right back here next week in the Showcase Pod.